Hey, hi all, Randy Roth here. Hey, wanted to discuss the idea that the rapture is on the next thing on God's timeline or timetable. This is what we're being taught often. So, what if the rapture is not on God's next thing on his timeline, as we're told? What if the mark of the beast comes prior? Then what happens to those who are taught that a rapture happens first? Are we told, oh, well, then the mark of the beast can't be the mark of the beast because, well, the rapture didn't happen first? This is kind of the big reason that I put out all these videos, is that people aren't aware, that they're not warned that, hey, look, the mark of the beast is the next thing out there, not a rapture that doesn't happen. Peter tells us that Jesus comes as a thief in the night when the heavens are destroyed with a great noise. Jesus tells us the heaven and earth will pass away, but of that day no man knows the day or the hour. I mean, if no man knows the day or the hour when the heavens are destroyed, well, then how could a rapture happen 7 years prior that would announce that? You see, the heavens are destroyed when the resurrection of the dead happens. Man dies and does not rise again until the heavens are no more. Job 14:12. Paul calls the event the resurrection of the dead. It's found in 1 Corinthians 15, verse 42. The first resurrection includes those who are martyred for not taking the mark of the beast. That's found in Revelation 20, verse 4 through 6. You see, there is no rapture. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 4:1 that Jesus rewards the quick and the dead at his appearing. When does he reward? Well, at the seventh trumpet. The seventh trumpet is when Jesus rewards. Jesus also tells us in Matthew 16, verse 27, that he rewards when he comes, as does Revelation 22:12. It says he brings his reward with him. If you want to know when he comes, look for when he rewards. He rewards the dead and the living at the seventh trumpet, Revelation 11, verse 15 through 18. So if Jesus rewards the dead at this time, does the dead get rewarded a second time or an earlier time? I mean, if you're dead and you get rewarded for everything you did during your life, does that award ceremony happen more than once? I would suggest that the dead can only be rewarded once for their deeds, and that's what happens at the seventh trumpet. All right. So, I hope this is helpful. This is my core heart on why I put out all these videos, because you see, what your eschatological view is defines exactly how you think, how you live your life. Jesus tells us that the stony soil have no heart for tribulation, persecution, and when it comes, they immediately stumble. It's found in Mark 14, verse 18, or Mark 4, verse 18, in which we're told by Paul that the great falling away comes with the man of perdition being revealed. It's in context with. So, there is no second chances for those who take the mark of the beast. And there is no rapture that happens prior to the mark of the beast. The vaccination that we're now seeing is not the mark of the beast because there's two beasts. There's the first beast and the second beast. The first beast lasts for 42 months. This is found in Revelation 13. I encourage you to read it. Revelation 13 tells us that this beast makes war with the saints. We're starting to see that, and we've seen that for a while. We see pastors being hauled off in Canada to jail. We're seeing it, those who don't get this vaccination not being able to travel. And we're I'm in Oregon where we're told, hey, look, there's special privileges given to those who have a vaccination, and we're told by Biden that those who don't get a vaccination will pay the price. If this vaccination, this whole thing goes on for 42 months, you're going to know for a fact that this is the first beast. And if you've taken the vaccination, that means that you are worshiping that beast. There is no reason whatsoever to continue this charade of the vaccination issue, because if it's actually legit, if we're told, hey, look, this vaccination is safe and it works, then there's no reason to continue this charade, because those who no longer live in fear because of the disease, the pandemic, now can have their out. And those who believe the Food and Drug Administration, who will not put their stamp of approval and say this vaccination is healthy, instead of putting all these warnings, side effects, it's not approved from the Food and Drug Administration. There is no long-term proof that it works. So I hope this is helpful. The second beast is where the mark comes from. The mark that will not allow people to buy and sell. We may see some of that in the first beast, because the second beast has the authority of the first beast. But the mark will be an identification that you cannot buy or sell without. All right. Hope this is helpful. Take care. God bless.